NC0Q again. I'm just going to show you how to do this real quick. Hopefully I can do it with one hand. I'm going to show you how to calibrate your level, do your level calibration on your Genesis radio. I got my signal generator here hooked directly into the antenna jack on the back of the rig, and I'm going to apply power to the circuit and see if I can do this with one hand. Okay, so now you can see there's a signal appeared on well, you know, 3.58125 I think is what it ends up being. Okay, where'd it go? Well, doggone it. Well, go up here to. You do not have to have your receive filter on the signal that that you're using to calibrate your rig. Okay, that's one point I think that's missed by some. Obviously, it's helpful to blow it up so that you can put your cursor right on there and figure out the exact frequency that it is, so that you have something to enter into the level calibration window. And all we're concerned with is the frequency. Okay, so I've already done that. If we go over here, once you find out what your frequency is, or you think you know what it is, I apologize for the poor focus. This is terrible. At any rate, you enter that into the frequency, and then for level, you enter minus 73 decibels because that is 50 microvolts, and then you hit start. And then the software enters routine. Now, a couple of times I've gotten this message box that says peak is less than 30 dB from the noise floor. Please use a larger signal for frequency calibration. I find that odd that it refers to it as frequency calibration, because that's not what we're doing. We're calibrating the signal level. So I don't know what to think of that. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to hit start again and see what happens. Looks like it's going to work this time. We got a progress bar, and some interesting things happen over here, and it appears to be finished. And see those two boxes that say S meter cal or S meter value, display value? You can leave those blank. It'll generate those values by itself and enter them in for you. So, and then now our signal looks to me like it went ahead and put it at right minus 7.3, the peak of that signal. And then let's see, we'll move our receive filter back on there, and it's generating an S9. So that's how that's done. An alternative without a frequency generator, or you know, an RF signal generator like this cheap little doodad here, an alternative would be to in the past I've used broadcast carriers, you know, and then just messed around with the values in these windows until I got you know, results that I thought were adequate. But you know, for an hour and a half of your time and $10–15, you can have a device that will at least exist as a standard in your shack. I'd like to take this over to a friend of mine's ham shack, where I think he would have the equipment to test this thing and tell me exactly what it is putting it out for you know, an RF signal value in terms of dB. And if I do that, I think I'll report back and let you know what it is. So anyway, I don't know if that's helpful or not. I kind of had a little bit of trouble figuring out how to do that, the level calibration process. So kind of a long video really to show you a fairly simple thing that you're going to have to do when you calibrate your rig. Thanks for tolerating me. I'll be clear, NC0Q.